Hello everyone. Now in this section we will learn about a FlexBox. Now first of all, let's see what we were using before introduction of a FlexBox module in CSS3. Now there are total 4 layout models which are used to implement get layout like a FlexBox. For example, first one is a block for a section in a web page. After that, we were using inline for a text, table for a two-dimensional table data, and positioned for explicit position of an element. So these are the modules that we were using. Now, to integrate this 4 individual different layout modes to get one layout like a FlexBox, it was a very complex process. Okay, first for example, if I am changing in this model, then I have to change in other section too, likewise. So in CSS3 there is one separate module that is called as a FlexBox layout module. Now in this Flex container, there are some properties related to Flex which are like that: Flex direction, Flex wrap, Flex flow, justify content, and align item, aligned content. So these 6 are the total property related to Flex. Now we will implement it in Notepad++ editor. In Notepad++, I have one HTML file named as a flexbox exercise.html. Okay, so this is my just a simple HTML code in which there is HTML root element, head section. In between head section, I have declared one just pair of style tag because I want to add some styling code, CSS code. After that, in body section, I have implemented div tag, and within div tag I have taken 9 different div tag to and just numbered it with 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Now first of all, let's see the output of this. Okay, this is output of simple code. Now what I am going to do is I am just styling this div tag. Now what I want to do is, first of all, let me give it class. Okay, and I am giving class as a flex container. Okay, this div tag, in this div tag there are various div tags, and I just set one attribute class and set property value as a flex container. Now what I want to do is dot flex container. Okay, so what will happen over here, I am using class selector. That means I am selecting class to styling CSS. Okay, so over here, because it is a class, that's why I am using dot. Now inside this tag, let me set background color as darker blue. Okay, now just refresh this page. I think I have made some mistake. Let me set it light blue. Okay, light blue. Save this, refresh. Okay, so initially how it's look. Now what I want to do is I want to apply style for this div tag only, this div tag which are inside this flex container. Okay, so how can I do that? Let me show you. Class name is flex container. Okay, so how can I do that? I want to style this div tag which are inside this flex container. So dot flex container. Okay, and to mention inside, I have to use greater than side, and inside which tag? Inside div tag. Okay, like that. After that, under curly braces, mention all the styling properties. Let's say background color, F1, 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 margin, that is 10 pixel, padding, that is 20 pixel. After that, font size, let me set it as a 30 pixel. Okay, saving this. Okay, this is just normal output. Till now we haven't applied any property related to FlexBox. Okay, now I am applying this. For what I want, this flex container, I want to add all this item and I want to display like a Flexbox module. Okay, so whatever property I am applying, it will be applied to this div tag, that means this flex container. So I am adding this attribute, this property into over here. So let me set it display as a flex. Okay, save this and just refresh this. Now you can see that this is how it looks. Okay, now I can set direction. By default, direction is from left to right in row wise. Okay, so this is property related to flex direction. By default, property is row. That means this will make nothing at all, no change. But let me set it as a row reverse. Okay, you can see that it is in reverse direction. Okay, you can also specify column reverse. You can see that this is column reverse. Okay, and also you can set only column, like that. You can see that this is it is in normal direction, that is 1 2 3. If it is reverse, then it will start from 9. Now another thing is, now let me set it in general normal order. Now second property is flex wrapping. Okay, flex wrap. Now first of all, let me show you. Save this. Okay, this is normal. Now if I am just minimizing this tab, you can see that 9 is gone, 8 is gone, 7 is gone. That means there is no wrapping at all. Okay, you can see that. But if I set this property flex wrap, okay, so what will happen? Just say this. If I minimize till, okay, you can see that whatever remaining element, it goes on next line. That means there are wrapping. Okay, so this is how you can set wrap. If you don't want wrapping, then that is another property, that is that value, that is no wrap. You can see that this is how you can set no wrap. Okay, so I am just let it be wrap. Now third property, it is flex flow. Okay, now in flex flow you can set these two property combine. That means you can also specify direction as well as wrapping. Okay, for example, I am letting flex flow. Okay, so flex flow, I want it in row wise and wrap. Save this, refresh this. You can see that it is row wise as well as wrapping is also there. Okay, so this is how we can use flex direction, flex wrap and flex flow. Now there are another three property, that is justify content. okay, and I can set as a center. So what will happen? Refresh, you can say that now this item are in centered. Now there are another value as well, as for example flex start. So what will happen? It will be set at a starting of flex. See this. Same goes with end. Okay. Now there are another two value, that is space around. Space around. So what will happen in space around? It will provide space before after of flex item which are available in your HTML page. After that there is also one value, that is space between. Okay, you can say that this is space between attribute at a value of justify content. Now after that there is another property related to flex, is align items. Align items, okay, and I can set is align item in, I can set it as a center over here, center, okay. But to see this output I have to mention one another attribute over here, that is height, okay, and I am specifying height as a 30, height as a 300 pixel. Save this, refresh it, okay. Now flex container div tag, its height is set as a 300 pixel. Now you can see that this flex are in center of this div. Horizontally they are centered, okay. Now I can set another property as well, as another value, that is start. So what will happen? You can see that, okay. After that you can also set end, like that. So after that there is another value, that is stretch, STRECH, okay. See this, F5, okay. This is how you can stretch flex items, but it is not appropriate. Now another value is baseline, okay, but baseline will work whenever there is a different font styling for this content. Let me set it as a H1 and let me set it as a H4. Okay, initially I am setting it as a blank. See this, just see this output. You can see that content over here are not aligned, not centered. So what I am doing is save this, okay. Now I am applying align items and setting it as a baseline. Now see the difference. You can see that now these all are aligned with some imaginary line that separate this div tag in same part, okay. For example, over here there is one line over here, like that, okay. So all these items are aligned with one imaginary line. So this is how this align items, align item work. Now there is another align, another property. Last one is align content. Okay, I can also set this property, and for this property also we can apply values like flex start. Okay, now see the difference. Okay, let me change its value like flex and save this, refresh this. First of all, remove this h1 tag. Okay, save this. Okay, now I want another value that is space around. Save this, F5. Now if I am minimizing this, you can see that there is space. Okay, see this. Okay, like that. So this is how it works. So this is all about FlexBox module in CSS3.